So hi guys, today I'm going to tackle this video is about the chap video tutorial of the chapter 4. So I'm going to pick a activity will that I will tackle, and this activity is will going to help you to answering the activity and will be your guide. So this again is a tutorial video. So we have here this activity. So in this activity, I'm going to give you any idea on how you can answer this one. So the first one is we have in the term we have the fiber optic, the bandwidth, the throughput, and the copper and wireless. So let's start to the fiber optic. So in the fiber optic, um, so we all know in the fiber optic that it is a patterns of light. So represent the patterns of light. So it's represent it is a it uses patterns of light. So the example, so let's search for any fiber optic cable. So as you can see in here, we have here the different type of fiber optic. So this the fiber optic. So I'm going to um I'm going to put this as an example. So as you can see, so this the fiber optic. So it is uses a pattern of light. So this is the fiber optic cable. For the next one, we have is the bandwidth. So the bandwidth, the bandwidth, it is a capacity of medium to carry a data. So typically, the there are digital bandwidth, which is measured amount of data that can flow from one piece to another in a given amount of time. So typically a bandwidth is bandwidth is measured measured kilobits kilobits per second and megabits per second or gigabit per second gigabits per second. So search for the bandwidth. So the bandwidth, so this is the bandwidth command in then for the next one we have here throughput. So the throughput, um there are a many factors that influence the throughput, which is the first one is the amount of time, the amount of traffic, and the type of traffic, the latency, latency created by create the latency created by the number of network that network devices that for data to travel from given point to another, from given point to another. So that's the factors that influence the throughput. So the amount of traffic, the type of traffic, and the latency created by net the number network device for data to travel from given point to another. So for the throughput, so as you can see, this example, the network bandwidth and throughput. So traffic in a bits and time in seconds. So I'm going to put in here. Then we're going to, for the next one is to have the copper. So as we all know, the copper it is a, it uses pulses, it uses electrical pulses to represent bits. So it uses electrical pulses. So unlike the fiber optic uses patterns of light, while the um, copper uses electrical pulses. So let's search for copper. So as you can see, this the copper wire which uses the electrical pulses. So this one, and now we're going, so for the wireless, we are all familiar of the wireless. So for um the wireless, so it is a wireless network. It is a computer network that uses wireless data connections between network nodes. So we are all familiar in the wireless. So the wireless. So different kind of wireless, I mean. So yeah, it is a computer network uses wireless data connection between network nodes. So that's for, so now that I already give any information for the fiber optic, where so this can be used as a guide to answer for the activity in the chapter. So the fiber optic, as I said, it is a pattern of light. So this, and for the copper, it is the electrical pulses, and the bandwidth, which is the capacity of medium to carry data, and then the And then for the wireless, which is the media, uses pattern of microwaves to represent bits, and throughput, which is the transfer of bits across the media. So, so as I said, this is the example for the this activity chapter, but there's another activity in here that easy to. So you can see these are the UTP and the STP. So the UTP stand for the unshielded twisted pair, and so yeah, the untwisted shielded pair. So so the UTP, it is the um this cabling is the most common networking media. And for the STP, which is the shielded twisted pair, it is a it provides a better better noise protection. So it provides better noise protection than the UTP cabling. So um this the unshielded twisted pair. So this one is the untwisted shielded pair. So and then for the twisted shielded pair, so this the twisted shielded pair. You can see the difference. Then and the crucial. So for the crucial cable, so the crucial cable it's or cush, the crucial cable, crucial or cush, um um uh it gets its name from the fact that um there are two conductors that share the same axis. So get its name from the fact that share the same axis. So that's so for the example of the crucial cable, crucial, co- so this one is the crucial cable. So so we're going so by this you can now answer this one. So attaches antennas to wireless device can burdened with fiber optic cabling for two-way data transmission, which is the UTP, then counters EMI and RFI by using shielding techniques and special connectors, which is the STP, and the most common network media, which is the crucial, and the terminates with BNC, N-type, and F-type connectors, which is the crucial. So, as I said, this can be the guide for this one. So, let's check. So, no. So, this, um, the most common way. So, the fiber optic, so which is the crucial, the most common network, which is the UTP. So, yeah, this one. I just put it in the wrong, suddenly put it in the wrong. So, yeah. So, two-way transmission which are the same axis. So it's the crucial cable list. So I hope that this tutorial can you can use for to guide in this chapter. So that's it for the tutorial video for the chapter 4. Thank you guys for watching.